Uddhava Gita 6.17 Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Sasa Jiva Vihara Prasuti Pranena Grasena Guham Pravistaha Manomaya Sukham Paitya Rupam Matrasvara Varna Iti Stavistaha. The Supreme Lord said, my dear Uddhava, the Supreme Lord is situated within the hearts of all living beings. It's only by His presence that the life air functions, so that the physical processes continue to function. The Lord's subtle presence within the heart can be perceived by seeing how the mind is under superior control. The Lord also appears as the sound of the Vedas, which is composed of short and long vowels and consonants. So, Isvara, Purusha, the Self, and the Supreme Lord, they are two distinct things. That's yoga philosophy is called Dvaita. It's the dualistic philosophy. It creates the division between the individual soul and the Supreme. And that Supreme in everyone's heart. The Supreme is situated in everyone's heart, and it's on the location is near the Anahata chakra. And there's also Paramatma, which is this, like this is the Atma, which is the self, and then there's Paramatma, which is the like a Lord's incarnation as a super soul in the heart. So there's two souls in the heart. Other one is us, living beings, another one is the Supreme. See, it's Paramatma expansion. And the self is merely witnessing. So actually it's the Isvara who is controlling the life airs. The self can technically only desire to move in certain direction, but that actually is Paramatma who is giving the permission for the action. So the physical functions, energetical functions, life airs, vayus, they are ultimately controlled by the Supreme. Yoga is one dimension of yoga is to understand this different distinction between the Atma and Paramatma. And this subtle presence, this Paramatma presence of the Lord can be perceived by observing the mind. So we can see that how mind is basically controlled outside, in that sense that it's like it's very difficult to control the mind, because ultimately mind is following the laws of the Supreme, through the laws of karma and through the laws of time and etc. And the mind is very difficult to control, but one can control it through the Isvara Pranidhana, through the submission to the Lord. And then the Supreme makes the mind controllable. So ultimately it's the Paramatma who is running this. So one says, we are not doing anything. Bhagavad Gita talk about that. So those rabbis will understand that the self is merely witnessing, that the gunas, they are moving, and gunas are moving because of the Supreme. And Lord appears also as the sound of the Vedas. So Vedas are like a Veda means knowledge. So knowledge about the reality is the Vedas, and that knowledge is non-different. One sense it's non-different from the reality because it reveals the reality. So that's how Lord appears in the sound, as the sound of the Vedas. Uddhava Gita Ki Jai.